Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Write it down. That's a major tip in life that I'll share with you guys that has helped me and my twin brother along the way. Ever since grade school, high school, college, we always took notes. Some people use laptops to take notes, and some of them even recorded the professor's voice, but we always found that writing it down always helped in helping us memorize as well as materialize in real life and business. So what does that mean? Well, it's simple as taking a notebook, carrying with you, just invest in one. I always have one in my pocket or close to me, and you write down all your tasks as well as goals. Moleskine is my choice of notebooks, and my daily writer, I have a couple, but my favorite brands, I think you guys saw my other videos, are Waterman, as well as some lesser known brands. Okay, you can check out my videos there, but Aurora is pretty good, but their ballpoints are not as good as other writers. So why do we want to write it down? Because if you don't write it down, you usually have too much things that thoughts in your mind, as well as decisions that you need to make every day that distract you from the major task that is at hand. This also relates to my previous video on focusing on one thing at a time every day. So when you write it down, you could clearly map out all the things you want to accomplish, or activities, or even lists, right? Then you can prioritize it. Once you do that, when you have a tactile feel of what you're writing and seeing, you add another dimension to, basically what you want to materialize in the world, okay? And when you do that, you're actually bringing it out into the physical world already. Like, I know a lot of people, they have a lot of ideas, and I always tell them, oh, write it down, and then, but they never do. They keep talking about it, talking. They don't even put the first step into bringing it into the physical world. And the first thing you do is just write it down, and you can sketch it if it's a product idea or a new process that you want to map out for the business or something. Yeah, just write it down. And I found that if you invest a little bit, you get a big return. Like my first pen right after college, and when I started working, I invested in a pretty nice pen. It was a Waterman. I think I showed you in my previous video. And yeah, this is not it. This is the Edson ballpoint. This is my daily writer right now. I've been going back and forth between fountain pens and ballpoints for a while, and found that ballpoints are very reliable, but the feel is not as smooth as fountain pens. But yeah, invest in a good fountain pen or pen that'll last you a lifetime, and the investment is well worth it if it makes you want to actually write. Close up a bit. This is the Waterman Edson. They don't make these anymore. But you can get the Kareem, same thing. And invest in a good notebook. I mean, some people just take random envelopes and like magazines or napkins and then write down like $1 million idea right there. It works for them, but I think keeping a journal will help you along the way. Like, even in the middle of the night, you can just pick it up. If it's next to you, write down the idea, and then the next day it's there, okay? There's other methods to this. There's very popular apps now that allow you to jot down notes. I tried that, but I didn't like like iPad, they have a pencil with it. Yeah, it's just personal preferences, but anything that help you record your thoughts and put it down into the physical world will bring you one step closer to bringing into reality, okay? Another thing is choosing your words carefully. I'll talk about this in the next video. If you have linkages in your past to words that make you, I don't know, you have, like, for instance, just names like I draw a name, and then you have a linkage to it, like your previous like grade school. This guy is actually named this, and he was really mean to me. Yeah, words that you choose to use also has a big effect. So when you're writing it down, you can actually see the words that you're writing down, and then you add another dimension. Instead of for instance, you say something, I don't know, like bagels, and you didn't like that because you had a bad experience getting a bagel once. Yeah, you actually when you write it down, you actually filter out those negative experiences. In my experience, and you could think clearly. Okay. Now, making the big decisions, I actually don't like writing it down, because this happened a couple of times. Okay, where one, I'll tell you, it was writing down if I wanted to quit my job. Now, I wrote down like all the reasons why and all the logic behind it. And when you write it down, you're using your most of your logical, I would say, brain. But when you sketch it out, you're using more of your left side, your feeling side. Okay. So when I was writing down all the reasons why I wanted to quit my job and want to start business and all this, it just makes totally logical sense. However, did I quit my job? No. It took another year for I actually did it, and the reason is because logic is not enough. When you write it down, you have to add some kind of emotion to it also. So in my next video, I'll talk about the words as well as visualization. Okay, and I touched on this briefly, but you want to do visualization before or after you sleep, because that's when you're most calm. Okay, but the first step is definitely write it down when you have an idea. Okay, invest in a good pen, notebook, carry with you always, and get in the habit of writing down ideas. And then when you have major decisions to make, you could review it, you could prioritize your list. Yeah, it'll definitely help you along your way. Okay, guys? If you like this video, like and subscribe. Okay, thanks.